Albert Square tries to deal with the repercussions of the shooting, and Linda attempts to calm down a distraught Dean. Later, he's bitter when he sees Linda close to her family, and after a few drinks, her brother-in-law sexually assaults her. Understandably, she struggles to deal with the attack, telling her family she's just hungover. But when Dean turns up for dinner, she runs into the square. Dean covers his tracks about the events of last night, but later, alone, he tells a terrified Linda he had happily repeat the night before. Somehow, he doesn't consider it a rape. Elsewhere, Ronnie argues with Charlie when suddenly she's beset by cramps. She worries she's losing the baby, but doctors say the pain is common. Charlie then takes a gift for her from Dot and offers to take her to the scan. Dot's delighted when she agrees. Is this the start of a thaw in their relationship? And Max apologizes to Ian for sleeping with Lucy, while later he has a curious reaction when Emma tells him they can't be together until the murder's solved. Next, it's Corrie. Love's middle-aged dream hits the skids when Tony discovers Liz has visited Jim in jail. Of course, he doesn't know why she's gone, but she defies him when he tells her to stop. Meanwhile, Carla hangs up on Peter when she's at the Barlows, infuriating Tracy, and Deirdre cracks up. So Ken decides it's time she had a break. Rob is forced into going to Peter's trial to support the family. Awkward. While Carla is shaken when Peter later rings and says he still loves her. It must be the genes. Kylie's hell-bent on emulating her wayward sister as she gets sloshed after David decides to keep Max's pills locked away. She's gutted when David doesn't agree to a trip to the seaside, so takes off for a pool session with Callum, unaware David has secretly arranged time off. Callum toys with her before giving her the speed she's craving, and back on the street she gets a tongue lashing from David and Audrey. Not a clever move. Gary and Aaliyah are growing closer, ultimately leading to a snog, but she immediately regrets it, telling him her family won't accept them together. Last, we turn to Emmerdale. Priya's on a knife edge as her wedding approaches, and her bad habits may be about to resurface when she can't respond to Rakesh's declaration of love. Layla reveals Priya's anorexia to Rakesh, and when she admits she may not be able to love him, he suggests calling off the wedding, but she wants to proceed. Will it go ahead? I can't spoil that, but can reveal the couple do sleep together. Elsewhere, Declan's still missing and Megan's battling her grief as Robbie's grave is prepared. Although bizarrely, she and Charity bond, briefly, over Declan, convinced he's dead. Megan tries to hold her together at Robbie's funeral, while Charity's oblivious to what's happening outside. Trust me, don't miss Thursday's episode. And Jimmy's thrown when he sees a scan of his unborn baby. Nicola's upset he's having second thoughts when suddenly Juliet goes into labour in their house.